There's so much bluegrass in Fitchburg, Massachusetts. Not really.
You're looking at it.
You're looking at it, yeah.
No, I was really kind of being serious because bluegrass music has always been very popular around college campuses, and
Yeah,
I'm thinking
it
of
really
the
is.
universities up in that part of the country, and also it seems like there's always been big pockets of bluegrass up in the Northeast.
There is. I mean, you know, a lot of people ask, they say, well, you know, what kind of bluegrass would come out of New England? Well, Dan Tyminski. I mean, there's one, just
Yeah.
there you go, you know, one of the greatest male vocalists ever in bluegrass. So it definitely, growing up for me, it was, as we said earlier, you know, it was listening to the traditional country music and the bluegrass. And there was always a festival somewhere in the spring, summer, and fall, because winter you wouldn't be able to play instruments too much out there. But there was always a festival somewhere going on that you could go hear, either regional bands or you know, national touring acts.
Yeah, Carl Jackson's nodding his head and smiling.
I
There
just
is a
wanted
good
to- I
bit of
wanted to
bluegrass music up there, right?
Well, first I wanted to commend you for a host that can use bluegrass and deep pockets in the same sentence. That's really good. You know,
That's funny.
it's really nice, really nice. I'm from Mississippi. Honestly, there wasn't a lot of bluegrass down in the area where in fact, I remember, as far as I know, there were only two banjo players that I knew of when I was growing up learning to play in the area. But it's sure taken off everywhere now.
Yeah.
And we're glad to see that, really glad to see that.
Well, in Mississippi, I mean, people would think the Deep South, they'd think bluegrass music, but when you got into Mississippi, you were very heavily influenced by the blues and the music out of
yeah.
New Orleans. And
Well, my dad, my two uncles, they had a little local bluegrass band. We had a little radio show on WLSM in Louisville, Mississippi, and still got a lot of those old tapes, and it's just such a joy to go back and listen to them.
well, it brings back a lot of memories to me growing up in Georgia and South Carolina, because that's about all we heard.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't have a acoustical piano with it either.
Well, you know, Bill, Ricky, the girls will know Ricky Skaggs, you know, he's become dear friends with a good buddy of ours, with Barry Gibb. You know, Barry's, according to Ricky, not the second most successful, you know, songwriter in the history of the world. And Barry has fallen in love with bluegrass. You know, bluegrass. He said, you know, I'm tired of pop music. It's not real. I want to see the real thing. So he came to Nashville, the Ryman Auditorium with Ricky Skaggs, and they sang some bluegrass.
And got 4 standing ovations
standing
on
ovations.
a bluegrass night.
The thing
Yes.
about
Really
it, those
big deal.
songs he wrote, so many of the really pretty harmony songs fit very well that
Absolutely.
way. I mean,
It's all
So it's, you know, that harmony, that's infectious, man. Anybody's gonna love that.
Well, I don't think we've ever had a family reunion show with as much harmany as we have had here today. How about another good song from the Roys?
We would love to.
Yeah, we'd love to.
Excuse me, Bill.
Bill? Well, this song is very dear to me. I'm going to dedicate this to our granddad, our maternal grandfather, Pépère Leblanc, as we know him. In French, that's Grandpa LeBlanc. And this song, I wrote this in memory of him, and I hope y'all enjoy it. It's called Grandpa's Barn. There's an old rusty tractor sitting there in his barn, still covered in dirt from working on his farm. And there's an old faded calendar from Johnson's hardware store, still says July 1954. There's a piece of that ladder I climbed where he couldn't see. I smoked my first and last cigarette, and I turned John Deere green. No, he never told Mama. When he caught me, he just laughed and said, son, now that won't make you a man. Today the sun was shining as the family gathered round, and teardrops were falling as we laid him in the ground.
born. I rolled back the cover on his long white Cadillac. At 10 years old, he let me steer, sitting there on his lap. And there's a picture of Grandma that he kept in the dash, and an old 8-track, the one, the only, the great Johnny Cash. Well, in the corner of his tack room, underneath his cross, well, there's a worn-out Holy Bible, the one that saved him when he was lost. He'd tell me, remember, son, you gotta get down on your knees and thank God for the blessings you receive. Today the sun was shining as the family gathered round, and teardrops were falling as we laid him in the ground. But I knew where I could come to be with things close to his heart. There's a lifetime of memories in Grandpa's bar. I'm reliving a lifetime in Grandpa's bar. I love and I miss you, Grandpa. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Where's the stand at here?
You know, songwriting is painting pictures with words and making people feel that they are there and feeling the emotion. That is a masterful job of lyric writing.
Well, thank you, sir.
The cross and the old calendar still hanging there.
Well, coming from you, that is a huge compliment.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
He's right.
comes from a bunch of us in this room. That's
Thank you.
really good.
Wonderful. Great
Thank you.
job.
Yeah, that's
Great.
terrific. The Roys, brother and sister, active. If you missed that the first time around.
No, we're not married. We get that all the time. They ask us if we're married.
People want to know if you're married.
All the time.
All the
So
time.
you guys married? I say no, because one of us wouldn't be on this God's green earth if we were.